talked about employability skills, all right? And then we talked about some of the employability skills that you possess. And then we looked for a job that you can apply for, okay? And that should, I haven't looked at the Dropbox yet, but that should be in the Dropbox for me to look at today. That's my plan while you guys are working, for me to look at those. So now we're moving to the resume folder. And in the resume folder, we have resume resources, the electronic resume, the traditional resume, and LinkedIn. What we're going to look at first is resume resources. And I have this resume cheat sheet, and this is just for you to look at if you want to, but it's phrases that you can use in your resume. Now, a resume is your brag sheet, and so it's the one time that I think it's good to brag about yourself, okay? It has to be factual, otherwise it's considered against the law, okay, if you do not put down factual information. And then what you do is you talk about yourself, but you do not use complete sentences, okay? So here are some of the little phrases that you can use to do that. If you'd stop the recording every couple minutes, and then just phrases to use. Maybe if it comes to communication, if in that job search you guys found that they wanted communication skills, you could look in here and go, okay, I've done this. I've negotiated and I've resolved differences, but then you kind of have to put an example of when. They don't want to just know that. They want to know how or when. So it's really important to link that example. Like yesterday when you guys paired up and you linked an example with the person, you know, you told about their attributes that they've got. So negotiates and resolves differences when serving on Centura's student council board. Something like that would work. Okay, or whatever the situation would be. So you can look here and find things, organizational skills, management skills, interpersonal skills. Again, I cannot stress enough, don't just put leads groups, okay? So in football, you can think about how you were a leader, okay? Or in whatever, organization, track. Maybe you're a leader in track. Oh, come on, Noah. You've got to be a leader in something, right? You don't lead, you follow, you're a follower.
I don't follow either, I just do me.
Okay. Well, anyway, so if you are a leader, then you would put how you lead. It's really important to get that example tied in. So here's phrases that you can use. Okay. The other thing that I want to show is 20 powerful resume words. Okay. So maybe you don't find what you're looking for on the other phrases. You can look and go, oh, I built this. I trained other students in how to use Microsoft Office. Directed, okay, directed students, I don't know. You'll have to come up with things. But whatever it is with your, that fits your skills. Here are some power resume words to use. Yeah. The thing to remember, oh, here's some others. Set goals, promoted, oversaw. Some kids in my media class could say oversaw the production of Centura Vision, oversaw the creation of the yearbook. Now, it's important, if it's something that's happening now, you use present tense. If it's something that happened in the past, of course you use past tense, okay? So even with your jobs that you work, when you're putting them on your resume, maybe you detasseled, but you don't do that anymore. So, because obviously it's not summer. Detasseled, okay? Maybe you babysit. So then babysit for, or babysitting, okay? That's present tense. So keep that in mind when you're using your power words. All right, we're going to go back to the electronic resume for now. We're going to go to the traditional resume. And there is a resume organizer here that is for your use. If you would like to download it, it's to help you organize your activities, all right? So it's to help you organize what's your objective. Some resumes have this, some don't. I think it's personal choice at this point. Back in the day, we had to have an objective. Some resumes are moving away from that. Right now, I feel like we're in the middle, so you can pick it, you can use it or not. My objective was to seek a full-time employment position at a progressive high school, okay? So I stated if I wanted full-time or part-time and where I wanted it at. Not just a high school, I wanted a progressive high school, and I got it when I came to Centura, okay? So that's what you'd be thinking about. Your full name, address, cell phone, email, but then it moves down and it helps you look at maybe where you got your education at. Right now you guys are high school students, so what you would put, and I'll show you an example, what you would put is anticipated, or Centura High School, anticipated graduation day, or anticipated graduation, comma, May of 2017, May of 2018, or whatever it is. Do not put hope to graduate, plan to graduate, anticipated graduation, May of the year, okay? And then there's more, but it goes into any awards you've gotten. So maybe you've been on the A honor roll, maybe you've been on a letter winner in football for 3 years, whatever. You would start filling that out. Those are all important things because A honor roll shows that you're committed, that you're driven, you're self-motivated. Football letter winner shows that you have teamwork, that, you know, blah, blah, blah. You're good with extracurriculars. Again, it can show motivation. It can show drive. Again, this is not due to me, but it is to help you, if you want to use it, organize. And we have the resume Dropbox and the resume rubric. So this is what we're going to discuss now, is my expectations for your resume. And then, yes, I have a template for you to use, so you should be very thankful for that. It's a nice template. All right, your objective. The objective focuses on fulfilling the needs of the company user rather than the applicant. It's clear and concise. Okay? So yeah, I'm seeking a full-time or part-time position at a progressive high school, but that's to work for that progressive high school. Education. Okay, this covers the most recent schooling first and includes institutions of degree. So the degree earned, the date of graduation, the years attended, the level of degree. So right now, like we said, it's going to be Centura High School, Centura Public Schools, you know, more specifically. But in the future, you'll take that and you'll just keep updating it with any other institutions that you have gotten a degree from. A diploma, a certificate, a license, a degree. Work experience. You're going to list your most recent first, the name and the address of the organization, the dates of employment, and the position and the title and the responsibilities. Again, when you list those responsibilities, if you're still babysitting, you would put administers medicine, maybe Tylenol or something, provides meals, plays with children, you know, whatever. If it's in the past, it would be provided meals, provided activities for children, okay? It would be that. Contact and references include detailed contact information. So name, address, phone number, also includes 2 additional ways to contact by, like, say, a cell phone number, an email, and a website, a URL. That's your contact information. Let me just say, your email address should be professional. Your website should be professional. And when you have a voicemail on your cell phone number, it should be professional. All right? We don't want hot babe at Hotmail, all right, for your email address. Okay? No employer wants that. when an employer calls your cell phone number to see if you want to come interview, they don't want to get a voicemail. That turns them off. All right, and then your website, if you have a website, make sure it looks professional. Also, I'm going to stretch into that and say, people Google people all the time. They're looking at your tweets. They're looking at your, yeah. So be careful. This is the same lecture I gave my son a few years ago when he was looking for a job. And he had to clean up his act just a little bit, and it wasn't even that bad. But I'm like, an employer, he didn't see anything wrong with a couple things. I'm like, an employer's not going to want to hire that. Well, it just means this or that. I don't care. They aren't going to know that, and you got to think about it from their point of view. They got a lot of people applying for a certain job, and if there's one tiny little red fat flag or even an orange flag, they're going to throw it in the waste paper basket. So think about that with your contact information. The purpose of a resume is to get that interview. So you don't want to blow it. You don't want them to really like your resume, go to your contact information and go, oh, no, we're not going to even look at this person. Okay. Visual appeal and layout. The design of the resume is pleasant and balances white space and text. The fonts are easy to read, distinguished sections, and hierarchy of the information. So the information hierarchy is all, I have it laid out up there for you. And its important information is emphasized appropriately and effectively. Okay. Style and conventions. The resume presents an engaging and formal tone. It intentionally uses standard English conventions of usage and mechanics. 0 errors are found. Because you're giving this to somebody that thinks that you have taken some time on it. And if you've taken time, that means there should not be any errors. Okay? Now, you may have taken a lot of time on this resume, but fact is, future employers look at a resume for about 25 seconds. If they see an error, if they see something they don't like, in the trash it goes. Okay? So this is your first impression, and it's supposed to help you get in the door and get an interview, and then you can wow them with your wonderful personality. All right, so that's what I'm looking for in the Dropbox. There's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 points possible. This is due to the Dropbox not until Thursday. However, your rough draft of your resume is due at the end of class tomorrow. So you're going to have work time today, work time tomorrow. When you come to class Thursday, we're peer proofreading and putting your final draft in the Dropbox before you leave class on Thursday. Actually, by Thursday night. Okay? Because it's a short week. All right? Okay, one more thing before I turn you loose. I want to show you the resume template. You are more than welcome to go into Word and create your own, but I found this really nice template that I think you'll like. So back in the traditional resume, it's called Megan Miller because it's a sample. You can download it and work with it. But when you download it, when you download this, it goes into Word and you're able to change it for your name, your initials, okay? Your career summary, I would say that is your objective, and we would change this to objective, okay? Contact information, education, okay? I don't like year of passing, but you would put diploma, Centura Public School, anticipated graduation 2017, okay? Experience, okay? They have the bullets in there for you and everything. Now this isn't going to fit exactly. No resume does fit exactly to you. You have to make it fit you perfectly, okay? Professional skills. We talked about those employability skills yesterday, and that's what goes here, all right? You guys all have Microsoft Office. You're proficient, that's the word you'd use. You're proficient in Microsoft Office. That's what you would put. And there's several other things that we can get in there for you. All right? Any questions before I turn you loose to work on this? I would start with filling out that sheet, okay, thinking about all your skills, abilities, accomplishments, work experience, and then go to the resume and start plugging things in. Towards the end of class, I'll show you a finished resume from back in the day that Josh Aiken did that turned out really nice. That might ring a bell because it's closer to home. It's got Centura activities in it, so I'll show you that too. Yes? No questions?